English with deck. Whoa! Alright! What's occurring? What is going on today? I hope everyone is having a fabulous start or end or middle of their day. If it's not going so fabulously, well, I'm sure it will. So fret not, deck is here. Dun, 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 dun. And that is with one cup of coffee. Oh, ha, 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 ha. You know, I really do believe if a person cannot make themselves laugh, then are they really funny? I mean, I know, I will accept it. I am not the most comedic person in the room. I am definitely not the most funny person out there. But I make myself laugh with my own jokes. And that, in my opinion, is brilliant. If I couldn't do that, well, that's a shame. It's a real shame. Oh, la, 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 la. It's like, it got me thinking the other day. My kids are both pretty young at the moment. One is obviously getting older very quickly, and the other one is developing really quickly, as in she is learning many, many new things every day as she's only 1 year old. And it's quite funny, I was chatting with a friend, and he also has some kids similar age. And when the kids are babies, to them, you are the funniest person in the world. You are the most amazing person in the world because they don't know anything different. That makes it sound really poor, really sorry for them, doesn't it? Oh dear. No, 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 no. But as they get older, they meet new people, they make new friends, they have new teachers, etc. They watch TV, maybe, and then they begin to compare you. And that is quite scary, actually. I mean, at the end of the day, you hope you're doing your best to raise them, and if you're doing your best, that's all you can do at the end of the day. But inevitably, they will compare you. Whether that's comparing them to you to someone else who makes funnier jokes, whether that's comparing you to, I don't know, a TV person. It's not always intentional, but it happens. We are creatures of habit, and creatures of habit or regularly do things like comparing people, things, objects. We complain a lot, etc., etc. We've talked about this before. And when a kid is a baby, they think you're the funniest person ever, and then as they get older, especially my 6-year-old daughter now, she's very aware, she's very vocal, very switched on. So recently, she really has started to be like, "No, Dad, it's not funny. It's not that amusing." Occasionally, sometimes she'll be like, "Oh my God, ha 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 ha!" But recently, especially in the morning, she has become a little not grumpy, but less of a morning person, I'd say. um, which is quite funny. I do the same jokes or same routine with the kids as I have every day, every morning. And then occasionally, recently, she has started to be like, "Dad, that's not amusing." Sometimes she uses Japanese, other times she uses English. Um, and it is quite a sombering thought, the kids are growing up. But at the end of the day, as long as you're doing your best, that's all that matters, right? And thinking like that really does help me out on the days when maybe my daughter says, "Ah, Dad, you're not funny," or "Dad, you stink." I mean, of course, you can just respond with a smart reply, but there's still those responses are coming. However, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. There are many days where she absolutely adores me and enjoys spending time with me. So, it's a different relationship. The relationship is evolving. And that is a perfectly normal part of life. And this also transcends, great word there, transcends into the classroom. The teacher student relationship. Um, it obviously evolves over time. When a teacher and a student meet for the first time, assuming we're talking about an adult student, you know, it's pretty, not necessarily formal, but it is usually not as open, not as casual. And then as the lesson count increases, as the barriers are broken down, the walls are destroyed, dismantled. Um, feelings are shown and private lives are opened up about. The door into the student's private life is opened. They share a little. I share a little about my life. And that is something that is really special. Again, I notice it with some of my longer term students these days. It feels more of a friendship than a teacher student relationship. There's still the professionalism, of course, and there's still plenty of learning, but the actual relationship has evolved, and that is really special in itself. Okay, well, look, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. A little bit personal, and I'm sure some of you can relate. If you are also enjoying the podcast episodes, absolutely take a look on the website. See if there's anything else you like, maybe the YouTube, maybe some English lessons. And if you do have time, feel free to leave a review and also send me a message. Absolutely. Okay, guys. Looking forward to seeing you again next time. Okay, bye for now. See you.